Hi, I'm Mikki at the main branch of the Shawano County Library, and this is a special edition of Hungry Librarians. This month is April, and all month long it is National Poetry Month. So to celebrate, we thought we would come up with a nice beverage that you could sip while you are reading your favorite poetry. So we're going to talk about infused waters. You can use fruits and vegetables and things to infuse your water, and it gives you just a nice, light, flavorful drink with some health benefits to it. So today we're going to make two different kinds. The first one we're going to do is a lime, ginger, and pomegranate infused water. And for that, the first thing we're going to do is peel our ginger. So if you don't ever purchase ginger, you can get it in the produce area of the local grocery store, and it looks like this, kind of like a rooty. And you want to take this outer peel off. So the easiest way to do that actually is with a spoon and just to scrape. And you can see that nice yellowy ginger underneath. So this recipe calls for about 2 inches of ginger that we're going to grate with our rasp. I'll cut that kind of woody end off of that. Get a little bit more of this here.
Oh, that smells good.
Yeah, it really does. Out of curiosity, once I didn't bring myself a knife, so let's see if I can just kind of trim this off here. Oh yeah, that works pretty well. Touch it to your tongue just to see what it sort of tastes like. The first time I bought fresh ginger, really hot. I don't recommend doing that.
Spicy hot?
Burn your tongue hot.
Really?
Yeah, it's very flavorful. It smells really wonderful. So then I just use this rasp. This is really, really sharp, so I do keep it in a sheath. And about 2 inches. So it is kind of a woody root.
Mm-hmm.
And as I grate it, if I see, like over here, there's this little bit of skin to it, I will pick that out of there. Oops. Break that off of there. Okay. Just going to tap. A lot of that stays in the rasp, so I just kind of tap that out of there. We'll use a spoon to pick this out. So one thing about making infused waters is it's really good to muddle or crush your fruit just to kind of break it up. So when we use the lime here, I'm going to kind of roll it. I want to start to get those juices letting go. Okay, so power of television, I forgot a knife, but I do have one now. So what I'm going to do is just slice the lime. I personally don't want to miss out on the juice that's here, so I'm going to squeeze it in the glass on that end before I throw it away. And then I'm just going to slice the lime. Doesn't matter how thin or how thick the slices are. You're not necessarily going to put them in your glass to drink them. You're just using them to infuse the water. So again, this is kind of a small, and I'm going to squeeze that in the jar. We're going to put these in here. We're going to scrape our ginger in the jar. And then the last thing that we're going to add to this is pomegranate. And I could not find a pomegranate that I could peel for you and show you how that works.
Oh,
but
we talked about that too.
Yeah, if you want a little less work, you can
Sure.
buy this in the store, and it's just Juicy Gems is what it's called. It is pomegranate. The work is done for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you look at the bottom, there's actually some juice in there too. We don't want to miss out on any of
nice.
that. So we're going to pour this whole container, just hold it in to our pitcher. So now infused waters, you know, we're going to fill this up a little later. After you drink a few glasses, you can actually refill and let it sit again. It'll be a little more mild flavor, but you'll still have that great flavor in there. So we're going to set this one aside. The second one that we're going to do is going to be a grapefruit, orange, and rosemary. So for that, I have just this red grapefruit. And again, we'll cut that end off. I don't want to lose any of that juice. Squeeze that in the pitcher. And then just slice the grapefruit up. These really have a thick skin on them. But they're so flavorful. These are really sweet. Get one more slice and then I feel like I'm unsafe with my knife. I'm gonna just squeeze that in. No accidents today, Cassie. In there. And I brought in, I had this at home. This is actually a blood orange. I don't know, Cassie, have you ever seen a blood orange?
I have.
Sliced. I love them. But you can also just use a navel orange just as well. So look at that, nice and red.
Yum.
Again, I'm going to squeeze that in there. And then we're going to cut some rosemary. Now, if I had this at home, I would probably get out my little pestle, mortar and pestle, and I would sort of muddle the rosemary a little bit. I don't have that here. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Put those in there. And then grab a more tender looking piece of rosemary. This is my plant that I am just waiting for summer to come. It's making it through the winter, but it's seen happier days. Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple of those, and I am looking to make sure that it all looks good, that there's no brown pieces on there. And I'm just, short of a muddler, I'm just gonna sort of crush it in my fingers a little bit. Okay. I'm going to put a little ice in each of these because I like my water chilled. And
They look great.
yeah, it smells really good. Wish you all could smell that. Okay, and then I don't have a sink right here, so give us just a second. We're going to fill these pitchers up so you can see what they look like when they're full. Okay, so here we are. Our pitchers are full. Like I said, I would let this sit for a while. I'm just going to stir them so you can see. This has so much pulp in it. It's beautiful. I'm going to push this down in here. Let them sit. A minimum of 6 hours is what they say. I think you could probably get by a little less if you don't mind a milder flavor.
Sure.
So make yourself some infused water and sit back and read your favorite poem. Thanks for watching.